So, welcome to Hotel Voices, where we sit down with leaders shaping what hotel and luxury hospitality looks like in a new era. Today, guest is Marie, the driving force behind Ziller Seasons, a collection of iconic Tyrolean properties, including the celebrated Das Post Hotel, a five-star retreat known for its warm soul, timeless design, and eco-conscious luxury. Thank you for your time, Maria. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for the invitation.
It's our pleasure. So you've been involved with Ziller Seasons for how many years?
Actually, for 7 years, but Das Posthotel is my home base. My mom is the owner of the hotel, and I grew up there. So I'm there since 26 years and working with my mom since 7 years.
Amazing. So you've seen everything. It's part of the operation from building, so you know more than anybody else, which is great.
Right.
So you love hospitality and you grew up in hospitality, yeah?
That's right, yes. Yeah, I
Amazing.
also visited hospitality school, and after that I started to work at home.
Amazing. Which part of the company are you looking after? Is this more marketing, sales?
Basically, I do a lot with sales.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also in the hotel every day, so taking care about the guests, asking them if everything is fine, and that they know that some family member is there to talk to and that they are very important to us. So basically, in the morning, I'm in my office doing sales stuff, and in the evening, I'm there for the guests.
So if you look ahead to the next like 6 to 12 months, right? What's your current North Star, like the big goal you're focused on achieving for the brand and for the company?
We, of course, every hotel owner and every leader wants to get his company to the best success possible. So we never sleep and always try to place us somewhere like people get knowledge of us, that they visit us and know us from then on. And yeah, I think just growing is the best word for what we are looking for in the next time.
I've seen in most of the properties wellness, like Ziller Seasons has beautifully integrated wellness, yeah?
Yeah.
From the spa experiences at Malis Garden to the serenity of Hope Leisure, and how central is wellness to how you design guest connection and loyalty?
For us, it's very central. I think more central is like taking care about the environment and do good things, you know? Like wellness is a USP of us and it's really important for us. The most important thing for us is to be ourselves and to do what we like. So every time we try to design something new or trying to give our guests new options to do in our hotels, we always think what we would love to do, you know? And for us, it's very important that the hotel is green, that that they don't use plastic boxes in everything they need, you know? And also the wellness stuff. So yeah, I don't know how to say. It's also important for us.
Sustainability, yeah?
Yeah, it's also important for us, but not the most important thing. We think the combination of everything makes us special, and that's what we love.
And the harmony,
Yeah,
we've seen that balance and harmony in environments that they are close to the nature, and it will be like a foreign body if you will see a proper five-star. What is a proper five-star boutique property in
yeah,
positioned in the nature? Trying to pretend for us is unpretentious luxury, and I think nowadays the young generation is more conscious on the environment, conscious on choosing properties that they respect the environment, they respect the culture of the place where they're visiting. And definitely it's a more bespoke experience. They're trying to get more than the luxury as it used to be with the white gloves like 30 years ago. And the
Yeah.
luxury linen and all that stuff. Amazing. Now let's talk a little bit about you are in sales. So let's speak a bit about OTAs. What have been the biggest challenges you've experienced working with OTAs, especially from the perspective of a 5-star boutique property?
The challenges, OTAs are also very important, I think, because OTAs have viewers which are not able to be seen by us, you know what I mean? So they have like 1 million viewers, and for us it's very difficult to reach them. So I think to be seen, they are also very important, but we also have problems with them, as anybody has, I guess, because they try to put our price lower than we are ourselves by putting the provisions down, and then it's very difficult for us to sell the rooms directly, because if they are cheaper than us, we have a problem at this point. So we try to yield a lot. We have a yield management system, and we do it by ourselves nearly every day, checking what's going on, checking our prices on OTA pages, and checking our prices on our direct homepage. We also use the viewers. We also use the, like, I don't know the word in English. We also use the people who see or who know the OTAs. We also use this and try to be try to have actual pictures in there so that we get seen. Try to do some sales with them, like some actions. All of the OTAs normally write us emails and ask us about a sale they are doing and if we want to join, and then we work together as well. And also very important is that you have someone from the OTA, from any OTA, you can talk to. You know, if you have a problem or if they have a problem, that you can talk to someone and solve the problem. Because it's very difficult if you don't know anybody from this company and you have a problem and you don't know who to write, and you will get an answer 3 weeks later. So we are grateful for the people we can speak to, and yeah, we try to solve the problems with them directly.
Of course. And I think this is, it's really important to choose the right OTAs so they still serve your vision. And
That's true.
of course, and they're not creating an extra stress on top of everything. At the end of the day, what we've seen, speaking to a lot of like 5-star property owners, hoteliers, is who really owns the relationship. If a booking comes from an OTA, how smart and independent hotel can use this guest and make it their own guest and make it part of their database without being unethical, of course. But because at the end of the day, who is going to be reviewed is the hotel, is not the
Yeah.
OTA.
Yeah.
Now, direct bookings. This is a big thing, and loyalty strategy. Let's talk about Ziller Seasons has a very strong identity, and that's why we loved booking and making time with you guys. Do you have any tools that you're using, strategies? You have a team in-house or storytelling that they have helped you increase direct bookings and long-term guest loyalty?
Yeah, we don't have a team in the house, so basically the receptionists do that. But we have a lot of tools in our hotel where we ask the people what they like, what they prefer to do, why they are here. Are they here for wellness, for skiing, for the food? And we also work a lot with feedback from the guests. We also have small things like a pillow menu for your room, so you can choose the pillow you want to get, with herbal pillows and wooden pillows, like, yeah. And we always, if someone orders a pillow, for example, we write it down, so the next time the guest will come, he will have his pillow in his room. So we try to to catch all the information we get about our guests, so that if they come again next time, they get the best holiday they could ever have, you know? And we
Amazing.
also, as I said, I'm there in the evening. So if the guests come to dinner, or also in the afternoon if they come for coffee, I always talk to them, ask them how they are doing, how their day was, don't know how the kids are. Like, I talk to them a lot, and the guests appreciate it, that one of the family members themselves talks to them and that they are important for us. They feel it when I do that. Yeah.
Of course, and it's a kind of a business that it's human to human. This is the nature of hospitality. Even though
Yeah.
we have AI and you're the young generation now that you've been exposed to these tools, that when I was in your age, we were not able to be exposed in this kind of tools, even though AI becomes very common, like there's as emerging tools like AI become more common in hospitality, whether it's like automated communication, booking journeys, or personalization, as you just mentioned. How do you envision using tech in a way that still feels uniquely Ziller Seasons? Like it's that balance between technology and human-centered design, that balance between using the right tools and on the other side, being real and doing what you just mentioned, just talking to the people. That's what people mainly love.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think you cannot do everything by yourself. Like if I would talk to a guest and he tells me he likes skiing and the food here and also wants to get a pillow, I would have to take a sheet with me where I write down everything, because I would need to write down the information. So I think if you have a balance between technology, like, I don't know, you send a guest an email before he arrives and ask him what we can do to make his holiday unique, then for us it's a good base. And then if the guests come to the hotel and tell us they like to have a guided ski tour or something else, we can rise the information we have, but we also need systems for that. So for the guest, I think most important is that the guest does not get in touch with too many systems and not with too many technical things, but we do it for the guest and we know what he loves. That's basically it for me. Yeah.
So you're trying to keep a balance on the tools that you expose the user on the user journey, from pre-booking while visiting the website and while they're staying and after they leaving the hotel. Do you have an in-house marketing team looking after you guys for the properties? Do you do everything in-house, or you have external agencies that you work with?
We have a social media team and a woman who does our Google accounts, but the rest is all in-house. So basically, my mom does a lot. We also have one worker in our hotel who does the design stuff. Like if we are in print media or something, she does the designing of the page we are in. But the strategy and the things we want to do is based by my mom. So she decides whether she wants to go on a print media or do something on television, or I don't know. Basically, it's ourselves again.
It's here. It's very common, and which is beautiful to see. Even if I worked in technology for a few years, and I've worked in different industries like banks, education, ed tech, hospitality is an industry that it's purely human to human as a service, and it's you have to be super switched on, I think, and able to multitask more
Yeah.
than any other industry, I think.
Yeah.
So I've come across, I think, very smart people. I've come across very talented people, and having to, I don't even like the word fight, but having to kind of compete with the big corporate brands as an individual, it takes a lot of energy and strategy. And I think your team is very important. The moment that you guys are all together and you serve the client, the customer in the most in the best possible way, getting all the information, as you said, which is the most amazing way to get data from someone is chatting one-on-one. Very difficult to happen today. And I'm happy to hear that from someone young, that applying kind of old-fashioned practices that they have huge value in business. This is very smart, I think. So your busiest period is when you have snow, or you keep being busy during like the off-snow period, like summer,
No.
spring?
So the busiest time of the year is winter because we have so many skiing companies here, like gondolas. We have 7 different gondolas which go on the mountains in our valley in total. So there are a lot of opportunities for the guests to do. You know, they can choose today they go on this mountain, next day they want to go on this mountain, and basically if you stay a week, you can go on 7 different mountains every day. So for us, the busiest time is winter, but also summer grows. Like in the last years, summer was not that busy, but we can see that more people want to come in summer. We also have like very beautiful hiking places and huts and cottages on the mountains, and it's just very many lakes where you can go around and go swimming. So it's very beautiful also in summer, and I think people will recognize that the next years.
I think there is a tendency, that's why I'm asking people, that they cannot be around like a lot of the warm weather, like when it's too hot, like the islands, if they go Mediterranean, like August and stuff. A lot of people are trying to find the balance and harmony and choose as holidays the mountains, which is very healthy. Also, families is amazing for the families and any individual, of course. Um,
Yeah,
do you ski or you snowboard or both?
I ski.
You ski, amazing,
Yeah.
which is
Since I'm a
great.
little child, we are born with skis.
Of course, of course, yeah, of course. I remember that, like, I skied here in New Zealand and it's very rough. So it was very rocky and icy. They will still go because Australians, they're very rough with the waves and everything. They're very into the nature, and because being very remote and you have to be kind of rough, but it's such a luxury, Europe, skiing in Europe. And of course, you can go in Japan here or in the US, Canada and stuff. But it's something that we definitely miss. And I'll make sure that next time I'll come and visit the hotels and I come and see you and say hi. And thank you very much for your time. And your thoughtful conversation. It's makes me very happy to see the young generation stepping in and collaborating and bringing fresh ideas and remind us what really matters, what you just mentioned, to be ourselves and do what we love.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.